Hi, it's Amy, and a very warm welcome to today's morning yoga class, which you can actually do at any time of the day, but this is just a little class that you can do just to help you start your day in the best way possible. You don't need much, you just need yourself, of course, a yoga mat if you have one, and just a quiet space to practice in. So when you are ready, I will meet you on the yoga mat. So just starting today's class, finding a nice comfortable seat, crossing your legs here, maybe just making any little adjustments, and then just bringing your hands just to rest on top of your knees. Taking a nice deep breath in, let's draw our shoulders up towards our ears. And as we exhale, roll them back and down as we softly close the eyes. Let's tune into our breath. And allowing our breath just to anchor us into the present moment. When we control the breath, we control the mind. And it's just knowing that we can return to our breath at any point throughout our day to help ground us, bring us back into the here and now. And just also using our breath as a tool to signal to our nervous system that it's safe to relax. And when you're ready, taking another deep breath in through the nose and exhale, let's softly open the eyes and arrive here together. Okay, when you're ready, inhale, let's lift our arms up and overhead. And exhale, interlace the fingers, turn the palms to face the sky, lift and lengthen. Inhale, let's lean over to the left-hand side. And exhale to come back to center. Inhale, right-hand side. Exhale, come back to center. Let's inhale to lift. And exhale, guiding the arms all the way back around. Let's come straight onto all fours. So releasing the hands out in front, followed by the legs. Tops of the feet meet the mat here to begin with, starting with a nice neutral spine. Coming into cat-cow, inhale, dipping the belly, lifting the chest and gaze forwards. Exhale to round through the spine, tucking the chin in towards the chest. Inhale to open. And exhale to close. Coming back to center, finding that neutral spine. Let's step the right foot all the way to the top of our mat. Bringing our hands to frame that right foot, grounding through all four corners of that foot. Let's find that stability. And with our next inhale, let's lift our fingertips off the ground, drawing our thumbs all the way up and back, bringing the tops of our arms to frame our ears. Finding our low lunge, maybe sinking into our hips a little more here. Keeping our arms stretched out long, or maybe coming to hold onto opposite elbows. Opening through our chest. Opening through our hips. And then once you're ready, let's release the hands, bring them back to the ground to frame that right leg as we rock our hips back. Grounding through that right heel. Let's lift the right toes up to the ceiling, finding a little half split shape here. Waking up the backs of the legs. Nice and gently coming forwards. Inhale, low lunge, lift our arms up and overhead. Holding on to opposite elbows if that feels good. And then once you're ready, let's bring our hands to the inside of that right foot, finding a little lizard shape here. Holding for one more breath. And then once you're ready, let's step that right foot back, bringing the knee underneath the hip. Bringing our two big toes together now, let's send our knees as wide as our yoga mat and send our sit bones all the way back to our heels as we stretch our arms out long, bowing our head and our chest down towards the earth. Coming up onto our fingertips here, feeling that opening through our chest. We're going to walk our hands over to the left-hand side of our mat here. Then take it over to the right-hand side. Bringing our hands back to center. Let's lift ourselves all the way back up and meet back in our tabletop. Stepping the left foot forward here now. Grounding through the left foot, all four corners, pressing into the earth with our next inhale. Let's swoop those fingers up and back, finding our low lunge. Holding onto our opposite elbows once again. Then releasing our hands, framing that left leg. We're going to rock our hips back, grounding that left heel into the earth, pointing those left toes up to the sky. Finding a little half split variation here. Nice and gently with control, rocking forwards, lifting the arms back up and overhead, and then perhaps holding on to our elbows. Releasing the hands down to the inside of that left foot, finding that lizard pose, pressing into that left hip. And once you're ready, stepping that left foot back, bringing the knee back to meet the right, two big toes together once more, bringing the knees as wide as our mat and sending our hips back to our heels once again. We're going to come straight up onto our fingertips once more in our wide leg child's pose. And this time we're going to thread our left arm underneath the right, guiding the air and the shoulder down. So we're threading the needle here. Inhale to release. Exhale to extend. We're going to do the same on the other side. Inhale, we're going to thread the needle, guiding the ear and the shoulder down to the ground. Then guiding yourself back up. We're going to meet back in our tabletop, shuffling our knees a little closer together, crossing our legs behind us, and coming all the way back to meet in our seated position here. Finding a nice comfortable seat once again. From here, inhale to lift the arms back up and overhead. And exhale, bringing the palms together. Let's guide them all the way to our heart center. Thumbs meet the chest. Softly closing the eyes here as we return back to our original position, tuning back into our breath. So starting our day right by finding that little bit of quiet, that little bit of peace at the start of our day can set us up for an amazing day ahead. I just now invite you to take the deepest breath you've taken all day so far, in through the nose, and let everything go out through the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you at the next one.